Hey, Tony Gas is here. Now, some of you have been sending me DMs and emails just with the links to the news and stuff that's going on. So that's kind of keeping me abreast on some things. And the thing about it is, a lot of times when somebody sends me something like on a email or Instagram DM, it says, Tony, this is what you've been telling us about. And I try to, you know, be as transparent as I can. And I remember when I talked about when I did the video on single moms dating, it was a lot of single moms that was mad about that. They was upset about that, And I remember one lady going off talking about the video I'm doing, giving a warning is inducing a spirit of fear in her, and God is not of fear, and she's not gonna be fearing when she's dating. And it had nothing to do with fear, it got everything to do with wisdom and discretion. And this is the thing, and the reason why I'm trying to tell y'all this is because I am a man. I am a man. Not only am I a man, I am a father. I understand fully the shortcomings of men as fathers. And so I try to help y'all understand it's not anything to be played with. So I just saw somebody send me an article of the lady who her boyfriend is charged with taking the life of her 8-year-old son. Her boyfriend did this. And this is a black lady with a white boyfriend. So, and then another one is a black lady with a black boyfriend. I share that to say it don't matter man color. It don't matter his color. It doesn't matter his age, race, religion, none of that. As a single mother, you gotta do your due diligence. You can never be too safe. You can never be too safe. And the thing about it is, being that women are created for love, women become extremely desperate for love. And to be honest with you, as a man, it's sad to see the level of desperation that so many women have just to have a man. It's sometimes I can't even fathom it. Like, I don't even understand it. And this isn't just horror stories from online. This is my own family. Like, women I know personally, just to see the level of desperation, the level of irresponsibility just to have a man. Listen, it is not that serious. It is not that serious. Like, stop letting a relationship define you. Stop letting a relationship define you. It is not that serious. You will not die because you don't have a man. You will not die. Like, what? Like, think about this. Like, what is a man bringing most women? A headache. Like, it's not a whole bunch of women out here running around super excited about their man. Like, when yeah, she happy to have somebody that's a second income or the main income or the whole income. But after that, it's like he farting, he snoring, he grumpy, he snappy, he too hard on the kids. It's like when you talk to women, it ain't no whole bunch of praises being sung. But yet, single women, so many single women, not every single woman now, not all single women, but so many single women are clawing tooth and nail to have a man. Women are fighting each other. Women are stabbing each other in the back. Women lying, backbiting to have a man. And it's like, does money mean that much? Does dang-a-ling mean that much? Like, what in the world? Like, I'm just kind of like, my goodness, like, we not that special. Like, we not all of that. Like, to be putting your child life at risk, to be risking your health, your sanity, your safety for a man, it's like, come on now. Y'all really doing the most. And it's just getting sad out here. It's getting sad out here at the stuff that's being overlooked and ignored just to have a warm body in your bed. Come on now. You have got to love yourself. Like, I don't care what you got to do. If you got to do a 26-mile marathon and it's going to take you 6 hours a day of training and stretching and running and all of this, do it. Do whatever you got to do to occupy your mind. Set out to become a billionaire. You don't know how to build YouTube? You don't know how to build a Facebook? Go take you a coding class. Something that's finna have your brain so wrapped and tied up. Go get in nursing school if you single. Like, go do whatever you got to do to occupy your mind until the right man show up, and this man show up, and you know that you know that you know. Now, the one thing somebody sent me, it was a young lady said that the man, that her son told her that the man took 3 nails and welded them together and inserted that in the boy rectum. And that post was from the hip hop community on one of the blog pages. And that sounds unbelievable. But I read people, and when I looked at the man, I could see it, not knowing it. Don't know if it's true or not, but you know, I could see it. But what the woman said, now, if this man a part of the rap group that she say he is, if I read it right, all they rap about is taking lives. So if she lying on him, she already know her life done. But for her to come out and say that, like, she really have to really believe that and want to save somebody, want to stand up for her child, want to, fight for her child, or she ready to go. Because that's how a lot of these young men, weak men, insecure men moving today. You say something about them online, they trying to take you out. And so this the thing. That's why I'm not touring right now, because really for me, the reason why I'm not touring is just safety concerns. Just because I'm telling too much truth. I'm telling too much truth, and because I'm a man and I know men. And I know that if I'm a little off, if I'm a little deranged, and my woman leave me because of a man that she been listening to on YouTube, oh, he gonna have to see me. He gonna have to see me, and either he gonna get jumped and beat to a pulp, or he gonna get shot, and that could lead to death. Because I'm a man, and because I understand that if I was just a little off, if I was on any kind of drug or just not there, if I had been through some childhood trauma, some abuse, I know what I would do, because I could sense it and feel it almost as a sane man. Like me being married, my wife, she posts me all on her Instagram page. If a man went in her DM to shoot his shot, and if I know him or if I know where he at or where he, I as a man, I know it'll be really, really extra. It'll be the hand of God that man won't get touched. And so that's honestly why I'm not touring right now, just because I'm not trying to go out here and act tough. Because yeah, we move around and we move safe. Me and my guys that go with me, but that don't mean nothing. You know, that don't mean nothing. Stuff still could go down. So see, I understand the mindset of men. And this is what I'm trying to get women to understand. You don't know men. If you're not a man, you don't know half of what you think you know about men. It get that real. You don't know half of what you think you know about men. Like look at the streets of the streets of Chicago. Look at the streets of Chicago. Look at Los Angeles. Look at Memphis. Look at Miami. Look at New York, them boroughs. Look at who out there taking lives. These 15, 16-year-old boys. You don't know men. You do not know men. I don't care if you done sat with your granddaddy, your daddy all day long. You don't know half of what you think you know about men. You got to tread lightly. You got to move wisely. You got to thoroughly vet a situation. You really got to make sure you know that you know that you know. You got to make sure ain't an ounce of desperation in you. You got to move wisely when you dealing with these here men. Because I'm telling you, one thing off in that man's life, and he's a wrecking ball. He's a ticking time bomb. You hear me? Listen to me. So understand this. When you meet this man, it's a few things you got to look at. Especially for single moms, but even if you're not a single mom, it's a few things you got to look at, because guess what? It's men, regular, everyday men like myself, who everyday man could go overboard with his child just because of how we are wired. When a child screaming and yelling and that child got colic, or the child hungry, or something going on with that child don't speak English, men are big on communication. Not giving communication, but receiving communication. And that's the irony of it. That men want whoever he dealing with to be overly communicative, but he doesn't want to communicate. It's ironic, I know. So that's why men go off the handle with animals sometimes and with children, because the communication is not there. And so that's what you got to understand. So when you dealing with a man, you have to look at, is he fatherly? And I say that, but it's one of the hardest things to realize. And what I really mean by fatherly, I don't mean, and this is where a lot of women get wrong, I don't mean a man who acts like a child with children. That's not what I mean. I got to get a charger because my phone about to die. That ain't what I mean. What I mean is, y'all gotta forgive me. My phone about to die. What I mean is a man who is, when I say fatherly, to be a father and to be a good father, what you have to be is you have to be emotionally intelligent. So if this man has a quick temper, then that's gonna cost you. Hold on right quick. Let me cut this off or I be done got a copyright. copyright infringement. If this man is, if he's snappy, if the man's snappy, he's not fatherly. If he got a little attitude, now this the thing, and this where the caveats and nuances come in, and this where you gotta pray for wisdom, knowledge, understanding, and discretion. Because the thing is, what can happen is, so let's say this man is extremely quiet with your child. So he around kids, and the man real quiet. He real quiet. He's not mean mugging. He ain't mean mugging like, he not mean mugging, but he's also not, oh, hey, how you doing? He's not doing all that either. But he's patient. You see him patient with the kids. He patient. They playing. He patient. He let them jump all over him. He let them scream and cry. And he even kill. You see, he keep it cool, calm, and collected. That's a fatherly trait. Now, a man who is very playful, and women think, oh, he's so good with kids. No, that don't always mean that, because he could be childlike and could be Never Land like, to where he on that child same level. And so, but being an adult and having adult desires could be toward that there. You see what I'm saying with that? So that's what I want you to understand. That's what I want you to understand. My phone, this computer's so old. And so you can't just look at, oh, he like to laugh and joke and play with kids, so that means he's going to be a great father. Nope, that don't necessarily mean that. So fatherly means emotionally intelligent. He don't get too high, he don't get too low. He's patient. He could be stern or he could be super friendly, but he's patient. And he has a middle ground. He not so playful that he don't know how to chastise or, hey, stop that now. Hey, let's not do that. Hey, let's not do that. Hey, you do that again, we're going in time out. He's not so playful that he can't do that. But then he's also not so stern that what the world you doing? Get over here. He's not doing all that either. It's a middle ground. It's a middle ground.